the men of God in America, instead of moving forward and being the men that they've been called to be, they're retreating. They are retreating from their responsibilities to the body of Christ. They are retreating from their responsibilities as a husband. They're retreating from their responsibilities as fathers. Retreating. I've shared this story with you before. I heard it years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago, at an event with the Representative Mark Walker. I think it was a March for Life event or something. Representative Walker told this story, I don't know if it's true or not, but of Napoleon Bonaparte in battle. And on this day, things weren't going Napoleon's way. This was one of those battles where Napoleon realized it's time to back up, it's time to retreat, it's trying to kind of gather our forces, and we'll fight another day, but we got to retreat. This ain't going our way. So he says to his assistant, tell the bugler to sound the retreat. And he waited and waited and waited, and the bugler didn't sound the retreat. So he sent a second guy. He says, I don't know where the bugler is. Maybe the last guy got shot going to tell the bugler to sound the retreat. And he waited, and he waited, and he waited, and there's no retreat sounded. So Napoleon himself decides to see what's going on, and he goes to the bugler, and he says, sir, you have been ordered twice to sound the retreat, and I've not heard the retreat sounded. Why have you not sounded the retreat? And the bugler said, why? You never taught me how to sound the retreat. He said, what? He said, yeah, you never taught me how to sound the retreat. Napoleon thought for a second. He says, all right, well then sound the charge. And he sounded the charge, and the armies went forward, and they won the battle that day. Fellas, Jesus taught us a lot of things, but he never taught us how to sound the retreat. He never taught us how to back up and be safe, back up and be civil, back up and just go along to get along. Jesus Christ never called us to sound the retreat. He called us to move forward and to be the men God has called us to be.